Okay, let's listen. Classification of organic compounds. So that organic compounds are classification based on the nature. Based on the nature that compounds are divided into open chain compounds and cyclic compounds. That open chain compounds are divided into um, open chain compounds are divided into alkanes, alkenes, and alkanes. Means alkanes are the saturated hydrocarbons, and alkenes and alkynes are the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Now the cyclic compounds we need to discuss. Cyclic compounds are again two types, that is homocyclic. The second one is a heterocyclic. Now we'll discuss about that homocyclic compounds, all types, and with examples. And among that, aromatic compounds classification is very important. Compulsory they are asking questions for JEE and NEET examination. Okay, the remaining not required that much. The remaining are required just for understanding purpose only, for learning purpose, but mostly they are asking the questions related to aromatic compounds classification. Okay, now that homocyclic compounds, homo means what, dear students? Same. So the ring is formed by the same number of atoms, same atoms. What are the atoms forming, dear students? Only carbon atoms. Only carbon atoms are present in the ring. The ring is formed by the only carbon atoms. Those type of cyclic compounds are called homocyclic compounds. Okay, these homocyclic compounds are again two types. One is alicyclic compound, the second one is aromatic compounds. Alicyclic compounds also calling as aliphatic cyclic compounds. These alicyclic compounds also calling as aliphatic cyclic compounds. See, this alicyclic compounds means other than aromatic compounds. Other than aromatic compounds. Other than aromatic compounds are called alicyclic compounds. Other than aromatic compounds are called alicyclic compounds. So these alicyclic compounds also calling as aliphatic cyclic compounds. Means in order to formation of a ring, minimum how many carbon atoms are required here, students? 3 carbon atoms are required. Let's see the examples. See, I will write bond line structures only. So 1, 2, 3. CH2 bond, CH2 bond, CH2. Cyclopropane. There is no double bond, that's why this is a saturated cyclic compound. If they having double bonds are present, 4-membered ring. This is cyclobutane. All are single bonds only. This is cyclopentane. Cyclohexane. Cyclohexane. Like all are single bonds and they are forming 3 carbon atoms are formed in cyclic ring, and here 4 carbon atoms, and here 5 and 6 carbon atoms, 7, 8, like so many carbon atoms we can write like this. So minimum these all are single bonds. They can exist double bonds also. Cyclopropene. Cyclopropene. This cyclobutene. Cyclopentene. Cyclohexene. Like they may will exist double bonds or they may will exist triple bonds also. Cyclobutane. cyclopentane, cyclohexane, cyclohexane, cyclopropane, cyclopropane, like these are called alicyclic compounds, are also calling as aliphatic cyclic compounds. Aliphatic cyclic compounds. Cyclopropene, cyclobutene, cyclopentene, cyclohexene, cyclopropine, cyclobutane, cyclohexane, cyclopentane, cyclohexane. So like IUPAC nomenclature will come. So we will discuss that IUPAC nomenclature later. Don't worry about that IUPAC nomenclature and all now. Just you have to try to imagine that. So this kind of compounds are present. The ring, a compound molecular formulas are being like this. Then that is belongs to alicyclic compounds, or also calling as aliphatic cyclic compounds. Okay, students, understood? Anybody have doubt? Now next we will discuss about that aromatic compounds. So that aromatic compounds, generally what type of compounds we are calling as aromatic compounds? What is the important rule for aromaticity or to exhibit aromatic nature? And that rules, based on that rules, that aromatic compounds. Yes, ma'am. Only not, actually smell means aromatic nature. That aroma means sweet smell. According to that smell, these are belongs to aromatic compounds, these are not belongs to aromatic compounds. That is that if compounds are given, then we can say that if molecular formulas, see this molecular formula here I have written on the board, is it giving any smell? It doesn't give any smell. Based on that, theoretically I am telling. Okay, so that aromatic compounds classification we will discuss now. So that is very, very important also. Now let's see the second one. Aromatic compounds classification. Aromatic compounds. See, the aromatic compounds are cyclic nature and planar. Aromatic compounds. First one. Aromatic compounds are cyclic, planar. Cyclic and planar nature. Cyclic and planar nature. That is first point, very, very important. So whether the compound is belongs to aromatic compound means it should be planar. Planar means sp2 hybridization. The carbon having sp2 hybridization. Such type of compounds structure is a planar shape, and those must should be in cyclic nature and obeys. The second important rule is aromatic compounds obeys Huckel's rule. Huckel's rule. What is that Huckel's rule, dear students? That is 4n plus 2 pi electrons, where n equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, like this. If n equal to 0 means that is nothing but 2, 6, 10, 14, 16 pi electrons. Such type of compounds are called aromatic compounds. Yes, ma, planar nature means the carbon having sp2 hybridized carbon atoms. Sp2 means what, dear students? Sp2 hybridized carbon means double bonds. Is nothing but a double bond containing compounds. Okay, along the double bonds, they must should having one double bond is present means 2 pi electrons. Two double bonds are present means 4 pi electrons. Three double bonds are present means 6 pi electrons. Because one double bond is formed by the one pi bond. Sorry, one pi bond is formed by the formation of 2 pi electrons or 2p atomic orbitals. That's why that one pi bond is present means it contains 2 pi electrons. 3 pi bonds are present means 3 to the 6. 5 pi bonds are present means 5 to the 10 pi electrons. Okay, 7 pi bonds are present means 7 into 2, 14 pi electrons. Like 8 pi bonds are present means 18 into 2 is nothing but 16 pi electrons. Such type of compounds are called as aromatic compounds. Okay, that is Huckel's rule. Huckel's rule means 4n plus 2 pi electrons, where n indicates 0. N values we have to take considered as 0, 1, 2, 3. That indicates that 2, 6, 10, 14, 16 up to so on pi electrons. Such type of compounds we are calling as aromatic compounds. These are two types. These are two types. Aromatic compounds are two types. If they having benzene ring, at least they having one benzene ring is present. Such type of compounds are called benzenoid aromatic compounds. If they doesn't contains benzene ring, those are called as a non-benzenoid aromatic compounds. Benzenoid aromatic compounds. This benzenoid aromatic compounds means they having benzene ring. Benzene ring containing compounds. Those are called as benzenoid aromatic compounds. Examples: benzene, naphthalene, anthracene, these are the benzenoid aromatic compounds. It contains 6 pi electrons. It contains 10 pi electrons. It contains 14 pi electrons. Okay, so such type of compounds are called as benzenoid aromatic compounds. This name is benzene, naphthalene, this name is anthracene, anthracene. So those are called as benzenoid aromatic compounds. Here one benzene ring is present. Here two benzene rings, three benzene rings are present. Naphthalene, this is anthracene, anthracene, phenanthrene, okay, aniline, toluene, phenol, those all are belongs to benzenoid aromatic compounds. They having benzene ring is present. At least one benzene ring containing compounds are called as benzenoid aromatic compounds. They doesn't contains benzene ring, but they follows these rules, cyclic nature and planar, and follows 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Those are called as non-benzenoid aromatic compounds. Okay, let's see that non-benzenoid aromatic compounds. The second one, non-benzenoid aromatic compounds. Non-benzenoid aromatic compounds means the aromatic compounds doesn't contain benzene ring, but they follows Huckel's rule and cyclic nature as well as a planar nature. Those compounds are called as non-benzenoid aromatic compounds. Let's see that examples. Cyclopropynyl cation. It contains 2 pi electrons. If positive charge is present, don't consider that electrons. Negative charge is present, you have to consider as 2 pi electrons. Double bond, one double bond is present, you have to consider as 2 pi electrons. Triple bond is present, you have to consider as 4 pi electrons. Okay, students? This is first example. The second example. Cyclopentadienyl anion. Cyclopentadienyl anion has 6 pi electrons. The third one, cycloheptatriene cation. Cycloheptatriene cation. This is also calling as propylium cation. Propylium cation. It contains 6 pi electrons. Contains 6 pi electrons are present. See, one pi bond is present, one bond is formed by the sharing of 2 electrons or not? One pi bond is present means how many electrons are present, dear students? 2 electrons. Here 2 pi bonds means 2 into 2, 4 pi electrons. 4 plus 2, 6. Here 1, 2, 3. 3 pi bonds. 3 pi bonds is nothing but 3 into 2. 6 pi electrons. Understanding, Abhay? How I am able to writing that electrons? Pi electrons, I am not mentioning pi bonds. I am mentioning about pi electrons. Okay, one double bond means one pi bond is present. One pi bond contains 2 pi electrons. Okay, 3 pi bonds are present means 6 pi electrons. Yes, ma. One pi bond means 2 electrons. That is 2 pi electrons. So, like examples, cyclopropynyl cation, cyclopentadienyl anion, and cyclohepta means total 7 carbons. Heptatrienyl means 3 triple bonds are present. So, 3 double bonds are present. Heptatrienyl cation. This also another name is for this propylium cation. Next important examples, azulene. Okay. If you observe, this name is called azulene. Azulene. It has total 5 pi bonds are present. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pi bonds are present. Hence it has 10 pi electrons are present. Next. This double bond is outside the ring. So outside the ring double bonds we don't consider in aromatic compounds. Okay, that's why here in the ring how many pi bonds are present? 1, 2, 3. That's why it is 6 pi electrons which belongs to non-benzenoid aromatic compounds. Its name is propene. Propene. 6 pi electrons are present. So these are some important examples for non-benzenoid aromatic compounds. Okay, students? Understood? Everyone? Anybody have doubt? Anyone has doubt? Abhay, clear? So this is about aromatic compounds classification. Benzenoid aromatic compounds, non-benzenoid aromatic compounds. Next we will discuss about heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds means in the cyclic ring propene. Actually here double bond is present. Double bond means pi bond is present or not, but this pi bond is outside the ring. This outside the ring containing double bonds, we don't consider in aromatic. We don't consider that the pi electrons in Huckel's rule. So in that ring, how many double bonds are delocalized pi electrons? That pi electrons, how many pi electrons are involving in delocalization, are involving in resonance? Actually, the resonance concept we will discuss in next in further concepts it will come. Resonance, what is resonance and how to identify based on the resonance, how to identify that aromatic or non-aromatic. Okay, so this double outside the ring, this double bond is present, does not involving in resonance. That's why those electrons are, we don't consider in Huckel's rule. So in that ring, how many pi electrons are present? 1, 2, 3. So 3 to the 6 pi electrons. 6 pi electrons means it belongs to aromatic compound. So the aromatic compounds especially it belongs to non-benzenoid aromatic compound. Okay? Yes. Let's see heterocyclic compounds. If sometimes negative charge and some lone pair electrons also involving in delocalization, such electrons also we have to consider as pi electrons. See this heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds means what, dear students? Heterocyclic compounds means in cyclic ring other than carbon atoms are present. The cyclic ring contains other than carbon atoms. Other than carbon atoms like oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur atoms present. called as heterocyclic compounds. Called as heterocyclic compounds other than carbon atoms. For example, again these heterocyclic compounds are divided into two types: non-aromatic heterocyclic compounds and aromatic heterocyclic compounds. Non-aromatic heterocyclic compounds. Non-aromatic heterocyclic compounds means they doesn't contain 4n plus 2 pi electrons. So those type of compounds all are called as non-aromatic heterocyclic compounds. See, this is 3-member cyclic ring. In this carbon atom position, oxygen is present. Its name is oxyrene. Oxyrene. This 5-member cyclic ring, this carbon atom position, oxygen is present. This is known as tetrahydrofuran. Tetrahydrofuran. For example, in this carbon place nitrogen is present. Tetrahydrofuran or pyrrolidine. Its name is pyrrolidine. Yes, actually for remembering the names are very difficult. But these are the standard examples. Those names we have to remember. We have to practice more and more times. Then we have to remember that names. But these compounds are not that much important. But just basic idea is important. See, without remembering the name, we can say very easily it belongs to heterocyclic compound. It is also belongs to heterocyclic. This also belongs to heterocyclic compounds. So these are called non-aromatic heterocyclic compounds and aromatic heterocyclic compounds. Aromatic heterocyclic compounds examples: pyridine, pyrrole, furan, thiophene. Okay. Indole. Next. This is quinoline. This is isoquinoline. This is a isoquinoline. So these all are called as a non-aromatic heterocyclic compounds. Yes, ma'am. Pyridine, pyrrole, furan, thiophene. Okay, indole, quinoline, isoquinoline. These all are belongs to non-aromatic heterocyclic compounds. Aromatic heterocyclic compounds examples. Okay, students. So this is about classification of organic compounds. Classification of organic compounds. Okay, let's see. Next. Yes, ma'am. Next we will discuss about the homologous series. After that we have to discuss about the types of carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms. Types of carbon and hydrogen atoms we will discuss. Okay, let's listen carefully. Homologous series. What is homologous series? Homologous series means, what is homologous series, dear students? Homologous series means the organic compounds the successive organic compounds. Successive organic compounds means one organic compound is followed another organic compound, step next organic compound immediately. The successive organic compounds having same molecular formula, having same functional group, having same functional group but differed by one CH2 group, differed by one CH2 unit, called as homologous series. Called as a homologous series. Okay, students. Yes, ma, Nishchal. The successive organic compounds means one organic compound is coming from one functional group with same functional group, the next immediately, for example, one organic compound having two organic compounds having same functional group, but one may have two carbons, another one will be having three carbon atoms, like those are called successive organic compounds. Successive organic compounds with same functional group but differed by one CH2 unit, those are called homologous series. For example, ethyl alcohol, CH3 CH2 OH, ethyl alcohol, and propyl alcohol, CH3 CH2 CH2 OH. If you observe that, what is the difference? Here two carbon atoms are present and here three carbon atoms are present. One extra, one CH2 group extra came, and both functional groups OH and OH. This is the functional group, and here also functional group is same. Functional group is same, but both are different by one CH2 group. Means from first and second, the second compound having one CH2 group extra came. Means 14 units mass extra came. So such type of compounds are called as homologous compounds. And another example, propane and butane, propane and butane. See, if you observe that both are single bonds alkanes only, and the propane has 3 carbon atoms and butane has 4 carbon atoms. What is the difference between both? Here in butane, one CH2 group extra came. That's why both are belongs to homologous series. And one more example. Propene, sorry, butene or but1ene, and CH2. Both having double bond is present at terminal side, and here from this compound to this compound, here one extra CH2 group came. So that's why these are called as a homologous series. Now we will discuss about the properties of homologous series. Yes, ma. What are the important properties of homologous series? So the homologous series having same functional group. The functional group is same, means these homologous series compounds we can be prepared in the same methods. So the first one, these compounds we can be prepared in the same methods. We can be prepared by same methods. Okay, we can be prepared by the same methods, and they have same chemical properties. The chemical properties are same. And the mass or atomic weight, CH2 group means carbon atomic weight is 12 and hydrogen atoms 2 are present, means 12 plus 2, 14 units, mass is different. 14 units, mass is different. Hence, their physical properties. Physical properties are different. Physical properties are different, but chemical properties are same. And these homologous series compounds we can be synthesized, we can be prepared by the same methods because of the presence of same functional group. Okay, if the functional group is same for other organic compounds, they have similar chemical properties. But atomic weight or molecular weight is different scale, that's why their physical properties are different. Okay students, so this is about homologous series, and next class we will discuss about the types of carbon atoms and types of hydrogen atoms and types of alkyl groups, their IUPAC nomenclature and IUPAC nomenclature rules and all we will discuss. Okay.